Hello and welcome to the channel. My Mother at 66 by Kamala Das. Some long questions with their answers. Number 1. Describe the poet's journey as mentioned in the poem. The poet Kamala Das is traveling from her parents' home to Cochin airport. During the journey, she notices her aging mother dozing beside her, looking pale and weak. This sight fills her with deep pain and fear of losing her mother. To distract herself, she looks outside at the young trees sprinting and merry children playing. However, at the airport, she again sees her mother's wan and pale face, resembling a late winter's moon, which revives her childhood fear of separation. Despite her inner turmoil, she bids farewell with a smile, trying to hide her pain. Number 2. What emotions does the poet experience in the poem? The poet experiences a range of emotions in the poem. She first feels pain and sadness upon seeing her mother's pale and weak face. This leads to an overwhelming fear of losing her, something she has felt since childhood. To escape these thoughts, she looks outside, where she finds a contrast in the vibrant energy of young trees and children. At the airport, her sorrow returns as she sees her mother's frail appearance again. Despite her grief, she tries to remain strong and reassuring by smiling at her mother. Number 3. How does the poet use imagery to convey her thoughts and emotions? Kamala Das uses vivid imagery to express her emotions and thoughts. She describes her mother's face as ashen like that of a corpse, highlighting her frailty and old age. The imagery of young trees sprinting and merry children spilling out of their homes creates a striking contrast between the vitality of youth and the stillness of aging. Finally, the comparison of her mother's face to a late winter's moon emphasizes her dimming presence and reinforcing the theme of aging and separation. Number 4. What is the significance of the phrase late winter's moon in the poem? The phrase late winter's moon is a metaphor for the poet's aging mother. Just like the winter moon appears dim, pale, and lifeless, the mother's face lacks brightness and energy due to old age. The imagery reflects the mother's declining health and fading presence, evoking a sense of sadness and inevitability. This comparison reinforces the poet's realization of the harsh reality of aging and impending loss. Number 5. What is the central theme of the poem? The central theme of the poem is aging and the fear of separation. The poet reflects on her mother's frailty and how it reminds her of the passage of time. She experiences an overwhelming sense of sorrow and helplessness, knowing she may lose her mother soon. Another theme is parent-child relationships, where the poet expresses deep love and concern for her mother. The contrast between aging and youthful energy in the outside world further highlights the theme of its life's transience. Number 6. Why does the poet compare her mother's face to that of a corpse? The poet compares her mother's face to that of a corpse to highlight her weak and lifeless appearance. The pale, ashen face of the mother symbolizes old age and approaching death, which deeply disturbs the poet. This comparison reflects the poet's fear of losing her mother, making the realization of her aging even more painful. Number 7. What is the significance of the poet's childhood fear in the poem? The poet's childhood fear represents her long standing anxiety about losing her mother. Even as a child, she was afraid of being separated from her mother, and now, as an adult, she faces the same fear with greater intensity. This fear is universal, as most children dread the eventual loss of their parents. The poem captures this emotional struggle, making it deeply personal and relatable. Why does the poet keep smiling at the end of the poem? The poet keeps smiling at the end to hide her sorrow and reassure her mother. Despite feeling deep pain, she does not want to burden her mother with her emotions. The repeated smile and smile and smile suggests a forced attempt to mask her sadness and maintain a brave front. This gesture signifies her love and concern, as she wants her mother to feel comforted rather than worried. Number 9. What is the contrast between mother inside the car and outside world? Inside the car, the poet sees her mother, old and frail, dozing with an ashen face. This image symbolizes aging, stillness, and the fear of death. In contrast, the outside world is full of life and energy, with young trees appearing to sprint and children playing joyfully. This contrast highlights the inevitable cycle of life where youth and aging coexist, emphasizing the poet's emotional turmoil. Why does the poet mention young trees sprinting and merry children spilling out of their homes? The poet mentions these images to create a contrast between youth and old age. The young trees sprinting symbolize growth, movement, and vitality, while the merry children represent the innocence and carefree joy of childhood. These images serve as a distraction from the poet's painful realization of their mother's aging, emphasizing the stark difference between life's different stages. Number 11. How does Kamala Das express the universal experience of aging in the poem? Kamala Das captures the universal theme of aging through her personal experience. The poem reflects the inevitable reality of growing old and the emotional pain it brings to loved ones. Every child fears losing their parents, making the poet's feelings relatable. Through vivid imagery and contrast, she beautifully portrays the passage of time and the inescapable nature of aging. Number 12. Why does the poet not openly express her emotions to her mother? The poet does not express her emotions openly because she does not want to worry her mother. Instead of revealing her sadness, she chooses to smile as a way of comforting her. This restraint reflects the deep love and respect she has for her mother, as she does not want to make their parting moment even more painful. What role does nostalgia play in the poem? Nostalgia plays a crucial role in the poem, as the poet recalls her childhood fear of losing her mother. The realization of her mother's aging brings back past emotions, making her relive those anxieties. This sense of nostalgia adds depth to the poem, showing how childhood fears can persist into adulthood. Number 14. How does the poem reflect Kamala Das' poetic style? Kamala Das' poetic style is known for its emotional depth, personal themes, and use of vivid imagery. In My Mother at 66, She employs a simple yet powerful narrative style, using personal experiences to convey universal emotions. The poem's single sentence structure creates a seamless flow of thoughts, while its free verse form adds to its conversational tone. Number 15. How does the poet's mother react to the parting moment? The poem does not explicitly describe the mother's reaction, but we can infer that she might have felt a mix of emotions. Since the poet focuses on her own feelings, we see her struggle to maintain composure while living. The poet's effort to smile suggests that she does not want her mother to feel sad about their separation.